One of the biggest mistakes I see people make when they're learning Gaelic is trying to learn hundreds of words before they ever start speaking, and I am guilty of sharing this. You learn colours, you learn numbers, you learn lists of vocabulary, but when somebody asks you a simple question, you freeze. So in this video, I want to show you the phrases I think are genuinely worth learning first, and we're going to build a conversation together. So by the end, you'll be able to introduce yourself, ask simple questions, talk about where you're from, and keep a basic conversation going in Scottish Gaelic. They are the phrases that will actually help you start having conversations in Gaelic. And once you have those, conversations become a lot less intimidating. So let's start. I'm going to play both parts so you can hear the rhythm, and towards the end I will give you the option to respond. Hello, hello. Kimara how are you? Now here is the important part, because there is not just one answer, there are many, just as in English. So some of your possible answers could be ha, me, gu, ma. Ha, me, gu, ma. I'm well. Ha, me, gu, ma. Ha, me, gle, va. Ha, me, gle, va. I'm very well. Ha mi gleva. Ha mi kjørst gu ljord. Ha mi kjørst gu ljord. I'm all right. Ha mi kjørst gu ljord. Chan el mi donna. Chan el mi donna. I'm not too bad. Chan el mi donna. And this is what I want you to notice. All of these are correct, but they feel slightly different. So if somebody asked me in real life, I'd probably say ha mi guma, or maybe chanel mi donna, because that's just how people speak. Now I want you to pause the video here and tell me which one feels most like you. There isn't a right answer. This is just your voice in Gaelic. If you want to take it one step further, after you have given one of the possible answers, and there are many more, you could add tapalet. Tapalet. Thank you. Tapalet. To the end. For example, hamiguma tapalet. I'm well, thank you. Kimar a ha u. Kimar a ha u. How are you? Kimara how. Ha mi gu ma tapa let. Nice. So you have just had your first Gaelic conversation, and that's it. You can now greet someone and respond naturally, and that is already more than most people think they can do at this stage. If you want to return the question, you can say Kimar a ha u hain. Kimar a ha u hain. How are you yourself? Kimara how hain. Now we're going to do something that I think a lot of people overcomplicate. names. Now I say they, but you can say J. They're both correct, it's just regional dialect. So they in Tanam a Horst. They in Tanam a Horst. What is your name? They in Tanam a Horst. Now you can say J in Tanam a Horst if that is more natural to you. And I would respond by saying, Is Misha Lauren? Is Misha Lauren? I am Lauren. Is Misha Lauren? Although if you were being slightly more formal, you might say She Lauren in Tanam a Horam. She Lauren in Tanam a Horam. My name is Lauren. Lauren is the name that is on me. She Lauren in Tanam a Horam. And you will hear both, but honestly, if somebody asked me quickly, they in Tanam a Horst, I would almost always say is Misha Lauren, because I think it just flows more naturally and better in conversation. So you can now ask someone's name and tell them yours. That's a full interaction, not just vocabulary. That is a conversation. Now our next question, where are you from? Ko, as, a, ha, u. Ko, as, a, ha, u. Where are you from? Ko, as, a, ha, u. Now, you will obviously change this depending on where you're from, but I would say ha, mi, a, Lewis. Ha, mi, a, Lewis. I'm from Lewis. Ha, mi, a, Lewis. Ha, mi, a, Glasgow. Ha, mi, a, Glasgow. I'm from Glasgow. Ha, mi, a, Glasgow. Ha, mi, a, Dún Éireann. Ha, mi, a, Dún Éireann. I'm from Edinburgh. Ha, mi, a, Dún Éireann. Ha, mi, a, Sassin. Ha, mi, a, Sassin. I'm from England. Ha, mi, a, Sassin. Ha, mi, a, Australia. Ha, mi, a, Australia. I'm from Australia. Ha, mi, a, Australia. This is something that I really love about Gaelic, but place matters. It is part of your identity, and it's almost as though people are picturing you there. So please do let me know down in the comments where you're from, and I will try and respond with where you are from so that you can carry on the conversation yourself. For me, I'd say Hami a Lewis, or I might say Hami a Oparin, because I live in Aberdeen and I have lived in Aberdeen for a long time. So depending on the topic of conversation or who I'm talking to, I might say one of either, and I'm sure plenty of you are the same. So please do let me know in the comments where you're from if I haven't mentioned it above. So you can now say who you are and where you're from, and that's a real introduction. You can hold a very good conversation with these. Our next question, do you speak Gaelic? A Veil Gaelic Acid. A Veil Gaelic Acid. Do you speak Gaelic? Do you have Gaelic? A Veil Gaelic Acid. Now this is where a lot of learners freeze because they think they need that perfect answer, but I think the answer is a lot simpler than you may be thinking. So if you are a beginner of Gaelic, you can respond by saying Bican. Bican. A little. Bican. Ha. Bican Gaelic Acum. Ha Bican Gaelic Acum. I have a little Gaelic. Ha Bican Gaelic Acum. Ha me ag Yunsachich Gaelic. Ha me ag Yunsachich Gaelic. I'm learning Gaelic. Ha me ag Yunsachich Gaelic. If you want to give a really honest answer, chan il me feelante hast. Chan il me feelante hast. I'm not fluent yet. Chanil me feelante hast. And I just really want to say this very clearly. That is a valid answer. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to overcomplicate it. It doesn't need to be perfect. You can use one word or you can use multiple words, whatever you're comfortable with and wherever you are in your learning journey. So if someone asked you today, a Veil Gaelic Acid, what would you actually say? Our next section is going to be when you don't understand, because I appreciate that this feels like survival. If somebody asks you something and you quickly feel flustered, it's not going as smoothly as you hoped, and do you know what? That is fine. So let's start. Now remember, I say they, you may be more comfortable with J. Just go with whatever feels natural to you. They ha shin a kielachich. They ha shin a kielachich. What does that mean? They ha shin a kielachich. That sounds like a mouthful to begin with, but I promise it will get easier for you. Chan el mi a tukshin. Chan el mi a tukshin. I don't understand. Chanel mi a tukshin. Can shin a riest. Can shin a riest. Say that again. Can sin a ríist? Can sin go sledach? Can sin go sledach? Say that more slowly. Can sin go sledach? You want, you can add mas, do, hol, to the end, and that is please. So these are not stumbling blocks. These will keep your conversation going, and people are generally more than happy to repeat themselves or slow the speed that they're speaking at to accommodate you. Do not worry about stumbling over a couple of words. It really, really is not a problem. So if you only learn one thing from this section, please let it be this. You don't need to understand everything to keep speaking. You really don't. And you don't need to feel bad about that. You just need to change the narrative. Ask someone to repeat themselves. Ask someone to speak more slowly. It is fine. Our next section is going to be about your day. Céimar a ha in la agad. Céimar a ha in la agad. How is your day? Céimar a ha in la agad. And you can respond ha scannal. Ha scannal. It's great. Ha scannal. Ha ceart go leor. Ha ceart go leor. It's all right. Ha ceart go leor. Ha mi trang. Ha mi trang. I'm busy. Ha mi trang. Ha mi ski. Ha mi ski. I'm tired. Ha mi ski. Again, there are so many responses that you could give for this. There is no single correct answer. It's really just about how you feel. So if you want any more examples, please do let me know in the comments, and we can always continue this. So this is something that I think a lot of learners can miss. We could say agus use, agus use, and you, agus use, or agus tú hain, agus tú hain, and yourself, agus tú hain. And that one phrase will turn it all into a dialogue. We're creating a loop here, so you're going to turn it back on them. They will then respond. You're maintaining a conversation. Our next section, we are going to talk about some likes or interests. They, now remember I say they, but you can say J if that feels more natural to you. They as tall let. They as tall let. What do you like? Des toilet. And you can respond, is tall laum coffee. Is tall laum coffee. I like coffee. Is tallum coffee. Is tall laum lever. Is tall laum lever. I like reading. Is tallum lever. Is tall laum alpe. Is tall laum alpe. I like Scotland. Is tallum alpe. Is tall laum a vi a coisach. Is tall laum a vi a coisach. I like walking. Is tallum a vi a coisach. And then you can return to agus tu hain. Agus tu hain. And you, yourself, agus tu hain. Now you've created another loop. You're not memorizing things. You are just having a conversation. I think people really do underestimate how useful simple sentences are to know, because they are the ones that you actually use, and I think you use them more often than you think. It can be great to have these long elaborate sentences, but how often do you just say, oh yeah, I like that, I like shopping, I like swimming. We don't need to overcomplicate it. So now we are going to have a full conversation. We're going to put everything together and we're just going to let it flow. Hello. Hello. Cymra haw. Hami gyma tablet. Den tanam a horst. It's Misha Lauren. Coas a haw. Hami a Lois. A bhfuil Gaelic agad. Well, heb ik an Gaelic agad, maar cha mi a gionsach Gaelic. Chynil mi filen te haast. Cymra a han la agad. Heciost glior a cha mi trang. Deas toilet. Is tolum coffee agus is tolum lever. So now we're going to go through the conversation again. I am going to speak from my side, but I would like you to pick a response and please say it out loud just to get used to speaking. Hello. Cymra haw. Den tanam a horst. Coas a haw. A bhfuil Gaelic agad. Cymra han la agad. Agus deas toilet. And you have now held a full conversation in Gaelic. It does not need to be more complicated than this to begin with. We can go over goodbyes and whatnot later, but I think you should be really proud of yourself because I know how intimidating it can be, but that's a really good job. So well done. So if you've watched this far, I'd love for you to pick just one phrase from today's video and use it this week. because speaking a language isn't about showing everything that you know, it's just about what you use. And every Gaelic speaker has to start with their first conversation. And I know it's scary, but I believe in you. You can do it. So tap alive for joining me and make sure to follow along for the next one.